Hello UniPlot community. Today we are going to talk about units. We'll see how to manage them via the user interface in the first place, and then how to use the unit manager in Uniscript. Today I'll put myself in the skin of a US meteorologist. As part of a cooperation I have with a French team, I want to convert the data I receive to a set of units I'm used to. I'll get some temperatures, wind speed, pressure and cloud height, respectively in Celsius degree, kilometers per hour, millibar and meters. That would be great if, when I import them to UniPlot, they were automatically transferred to some units that I'm more used to. Well, UniPlot offers you this option. It all starts with the unit table. To go there, you open Tools, Formula Configuration. We already saw in past video how to work with Formula Interpreter. Now let's go to the unit table. The unit table consists in the following. First, you have the unit group column, where you will see all the possible unit group that UniPlot supports. Then, for each of these unit group, you will get the SI unit column. For example, 1/length would be 1/meter. For angles, we have radians, energy would be in joules, etc. Then for each group, you might not want to use always the SI units, so you have variation of these units. For example, for force, we will have kilonewton, decanewton, etc. We find the same for the length, where we have all the declination of meters, we have imperial units. Then, for each common unit that is defined, you will have to define a factor and an offset. So, you can find them here, and this will be the rule that will help you to switch from one unit to another one. And there is one last column, which is called the preferred column, where you define which unit you will prefer to use in UniPlot. For example, here in angle, I will want to use crank angle. For, let's find another one, for energy, you will want to use kilowatt hours. Frequency, that would be 1/minutes. For length, that would be foot. Now I told you I want to work from the US, so I have to be sure that the preferred units I will use have a meaning with respect to what I'm gonna do. So for the length, I will work in foot, it's okay. We had some temperature, so we had some pressure, which will be in PSI, so it's fine for me. We had some velocity, so instead of meter per second, I want to work with miles per hour. If I would want to change that, I just have to erase the one in the preferred column and to set it for another unit. One can of course modify the file by adding lines to support new groups or units that were not previously in the file. Once it is done, I just load the table here. So that would be my unit table. And I click on OK. And then the information is loaded. And you can start working with your new unit. Once it's done, you import your data. In my case, sample data. And you can see I have it with the European units. I'll go to Edit. And I will right-click on the yellow area, go to More Functions, and Convert Channel Units. Once I'm here, I can see the current unit and the new unit. New unit will be defined either based on SI units or the preferred units, the one I defined earlier. In my case, I will set it up as preferred units. And you can see that automatically everything is converted. Okay, so that's for when you use the edit button. If now one wants to go a bit deeper into the subject and use the unit converter in Uniscript, it's feasible. I'll show you how. Let's open the command line and we'll create an object U, which we'll call the units function. Let's execute that and see what is in U. So U is an object that holds all the information that you can find in the unit table. Then it will be loaded with some new functions. So let's, for example, find all the units that are related to meters. So you call U, the function others, and you put the unit you're interested in. It will show you all those units: declination of meters, SI unit, and imperial system. Now I don't remember which one was the preferred unit. So there is a function which is called preferred. Again, you call U preferred and meters, and it will tell you in this list what is the preferred unit. Foot. Okay. Then the last function, the most interesting one, you call uScale, and you say I want to go from meter to foot, and then you get the information of the offset and the scale, and you can use it in your computation. You should now be able to handle units perfectly in Uniscript. This was Adrian. Thank you for your time. Drop us a mail at support@uniplot.de for feedback or questions.